was fantastic. Good morning, everybody. Please, let's see here. Please silence your telephones and your phones and everything else. My name's Scott. I'll be your guest. I'll be your host for the next few minutes. We always like to start out excuse me if I'm a little scattered. Well, I'm always a little scattered. Excuse me if I'm a little more scattered. This is what we call in the theater Hell Week. And it is coming to an end, and we opened 2 nights ago, and we've been in rehearsal every single night for weeks. So tonight will be the first night I'm not doing anything in a long time, and it's catching up. So, with that in mind, we would like to honor the land on which we are located. The Eureka Center for Spiritual Living acknowledges that the land on which we gather is the ancestral territory of the Wiyot peoples. This territory extends to the communities through most of Humboldt County, and we honor the Wiyot peoples today. And now, Donna, if you would be so kind as to come up and lead us in a song.
If you would please stand and join me in Everything I Need to Know.
Coming up in today's Guess the Slide. We have got our welcoming affirmation, so what we're going to do is we're all going to say the top half of this together, as we do, and then you're just going to get up and introduce yourself to somebody else, and you can certainly say, I honor the path that brought you here this morning. You can say, I'm glad you're here. You can say, welcome. You can say whatever you would like. Just be friendly and welcome somebody here. So with that in mind, we all say, we are a welcoming community for the vibration. I did not say it in unison, so that worked out okay. Now get up. Say it to somebody else. And welcome, Zoomers. Glad to have you here. bell got classy. Yeah, look at that. It got glassy, and it got classy. We used to have a little metal bell down here. What was that? Okay, let us move forward. Excuse me. The announcements are on the screen. You can see everything that is coming up this week. Let's see here, and specifically, let's see. Why did it do that? All right, there we go. Why is it still doing that? We're going to just do this for the whole hour. We will just keep welcoming. What's going on? There we go. For the Love of Writing takes place on the 21st. That's led by Lorna. It's for anybody who likes writing, likes reading, likes looking at letters. Please join us. It's usually a relatively small group, very friendly. We get to write, we get to talk about writing, and we just get to enjoy each other's company. Next up, we've got Art with Louise. I feel like I'm in some sci-fi show where I keep repeating the last 30 seconds. I'll have you know, Jeff, that in the play is the music that introduces me. So when you do, yeah, really is. So it's like I'm going to launch into the wrong monologue. Anyway, Lorna, we did that, didn't we? All right. I swear I'm hitting the move forward button.
He's doing it. He's just messing.
There we go. We got Louise. That'll be Saturday, November 22nd, which is that really this coming Saturday? Oh, my Lord. Okay, so Louise, did you want to say anything, or should we just move forward?
I'll say something.
Good, because don't ask me to say anything.
Well, I just taught this class at Alder Bay, and so I've done it a little, expanded it. I've expanded it. Oh, yeah, okay. All right. And we're going to have glitter glue. We're going to have fancy scissors. We're going to have fancy die cuts. And we're going to go wild and crazy.
Okay, as long as we're making a few announcements, there's a couple others that I want to just throw in here. Bev, you had an announcement, and then Lori, I'll have you follow.
Mine's fast. We have in the foyer. Mine is pretty fast. In the foyer, we have a big tub in there that people are collecting from our CAA for food drive. If you feel you can do that and bring a little food to help put something in for it, I'd sure appreciate it. Thank you.
I live for these moments in the spotlight. So we used up all of the plastic containers that were given to us for the first planting party. We probably won't have another one for a while. Maybe I should not say that, universe. But anyway, I was told that I probably need to remind you all of this over and over again. So clean plastic containers. There's a place in the social hall. And I've noticed some people are rinsing them and stacking them while they're still wet and smell like cottage cheese. Please don't do that, because these go in my garage. It's going to be stinky. Anyway.
Okay, next week is Thanksgiving week. Is it the week after? Oh. Well, I mean, we're in this week. Next week starts next Sunday. That week is Thanksgiving week. There we go. We are clarifying ourselves. Angelica is hosting our Thanksgiving potluck. As you can see, it will take place here from 1 to 3. We have a sign-up sheet. When you do sign up that you would like to be here, please also mention what you're going to bring. So not everybody brings pumpkin pie. Not that that would be a bad thing, but please write down what you're going to bring. That will be helpful too. Moving forward, we have got the men's meeting. Yes, so far the slides are working again. It's every other Saturday. The next one will be right after Thanksgiving. It's just a group of guys getting together doing guy things. So please join us if you would like to be part of that. Moving further on, we have Better Together. This is the play that I was just talking about. We opened on Friday. We had about 80 people Friday. Last night we were totally sold out. Today it looks like we're going to be pretty close to sold out. It's a fun, lighthearted play. It's got some fantastic puppetry in it. Giant, you can see kind of one of them, 8-foot-tall puppets. There's music, there's special effects. You will leave with a song in your heart and some joy, and if you're me, you'll leave exhausted, but you will have a really, really good time. And if you would like to attend, because I am going to be going out of town the week before we do this, please sign up as soon as you can, and then you will coordinate with me and or whoever else we end up coordinating with to pay for it. It's $18 for seniors, $18 for non-seniors, $16, as we called them last night at the play, for mature and for immature. $16 for seniors, $18 for regular. Sign up at the sheet over there, please, and we'd love to see you in the audience. And if you'd like to go to dinner before, also check off that you would like to go to dinner, and Angelica or Rose will be arranging where you are all going to dinner. Okay, the holiday giveaway, also coming up on that same week, is we still need some volunteers. And I've already been sending out some emails, getting people some assignments and what they're going to do. If you don't know what you're doing about it, you just want to volunteer, don't worry. It will all be explained. We're going to need people to help set up the room the week before, which I will not be here. And then we're going to have all sorts of stuff coming in from the basement. I believe we have like lots in the basement. Press releases are going to go out, so we're going to have a lot more. People are already contacting me. This is a thing. People now know about it, like they know about our Twice Nice sale. So people start contacting me about in September, because I've been the point person for this, and they say, are you doing a Christmas giveaway thing again? And yes, it's a holiday giveaway, but we are doing it, and we're including toys this year. So all we do is just give away free stuff. That's all we do. It's a lot of fun, and it's a great feeling. Please, if you're interested, sign up in the sign-up sheet. The practitioners are available. No, what do we got? We do have the membership slide. Okay, it's not listed. I was going to say, would you please do this?
"11 years when I came here and started being your spiritual director, I looked at the membership list, and it was like 5 or 6 or 7 pages long. And that wasn't how many people were coming on Sunday. And so I made a decision that we would do membership once a year. So even if, I've already been asked this morning, you mean even if I'm already a member? Yep. You still can take a flyer that you were probably handed when you came in. There is in there reasons to be a member, and there's also this sheet here, which I would like you to fill out and return as soon as you can, because our council, one thing we need to know for CSL Home Office how many members we have. The second thing is we, down here is a little line. Somebody told me the other day, you never talk about money. Well, it's because usually we're doing really well. This year we're not doing as well as we're doing. So I would like you to really think about what you consciously feel that you can do for the next year, and put that on this line so that our council knows what kind of funds we have to work with next year. And anytime you want to put anything extra in the offering basket, it is accepted gratefully. What? Yes.
Where would you like us to put them once we've completed them?
On the table, in that gold bowl.
Oh, look at the pretty bowl.
Yeah. Brian said put a plant in it.
Yeah, Lori, when it's all done, you can take the bowl. All right, that's our membership. And speaking of the numbers, I'm the one who tracks the numbers. I'm not on the board. And yeah, the dollars per person are down a few dollars this year from the last couple of years. That's one of the things we track. So if you can reach a little deeper, I know times can be difficult. If you can reach a little deeper, I'm speaking to myself included, please do so and help the center. All right, let's see, that was membership. Practitioners, if you would like to speak with a practitioner, please locate one of us. I think we're all here today, Susan, Edward, Michelle, myself. We would be glad to talk with you if we have a voice. Let's see, moving forward, the little pantry needs to be fed. Speaking of it being a difficult time for people, we need to keep our little pantry stocked. Non-perishable foods, preferably pop-top, but whatever you can provide that's non-perishable can go into the little pantry. Walk in Awe will refill the pantry on Mondays, but if you've got something, you can just put it right in there. And finally, we move into our theme for the month of November, Walking in Gratitude. What's going to happen next is Donna is going to lead us in a song. Edward will then come up and do the moment of peace. He will introduce Angelica, and I will go sit in the back.
Scott, to your room, please. Affirmation of peace. Peaceful people, peaceful planet. We are the difference, just you. Peaceful people, peaceful planet. We are the difference, just me, just you. The peace that we've been waiting for is living now within us. We have the power to believe it to be true. Peace is a reality, it's here today as me, as you. Peaceful people, peaceful planet. We are the difference, just me, just you. Peaceful people, peaceful planet. We are the difference, just me, just you. The peace that we've been waiting for is living now within us. We have the power to believe it to be true. Peace as a reality is here today in me and you. Peaceful people, peaceful planet. We are the difference, just me, just you. Peaceful people, peaceful planet. We are the difference. We are the difference. We are the difference, just me, just you. Namaste. The Admiral will join me.
Oh, yeah, I decided I was going to wear my Love Boat clothes today because to me this is the Love Boat. I would have said I was Captain Stubing, but we got one heck of a captain over there, so I probably look a little bit more like Isaac anyway. For those that don't know, the Moment of Peace, and those on Zoom, and welcome Zoomers, we read a little bit of something from a book, and this is what I love about this philosophy. We're not tied to any particular book, as long as it's a book of spirit, and everything's a book of spirit. Anyway, I read a little bit of something, we contemplate on it, or whatever else we wish to contemplate on for a while. Jackson sings us into a really beautiful mood, and then I say what we call a inspirational prayer or a treatment, and then Jackson will sing us into Reverend Angelica. Today I chose something from Dr. Wayne W. Dyer. I like him. It's called Inspiration, Your Ultimate Calling. And it's going to be interesting for me to read this because My eyesight now makes everything either this or V. So bear with me, please. When we arrive in this physical world, we're immediately cared for by well-meaning folks who've been taught to believe in the illusion of what Patanjali called the false self. They think that they're not defined by the spiritual essence from which they came, but by their uniquely special individuality, their possessions, and their accomplishments. They see themselves as separate from each other, from what's materially missing in their lives, and from God. You can see why the word ego is often referred to as an acronym for edging God out. Ego, you see, is an idea that we acquire from our clogged environment, which is stuffed full of ego-dominated folks. I'm not using the word ego to describe overly self-important people who thrive on nauseating delusions of grandeur. Rather, I mean, it is a catch-all term for defining identification with the false self. Very, very early on, ego tells us that we're separate from everyone else, directly contradicting spirit, which reminds us that we share the same life force with everyone. Ego nags us to compete and insists that we failed when others defeat us or have more than we do. And more than anything else, ego fears our living an inspired life because then we'll have no need for it.
Showers of blessing, answering whenever you call. Spirit forever expressing, giving itself unto all. Showers of blessing, when we learn not to impede. Open up on us expressing God's full abundance indeed.
What I know to be absolute fact, my family, is that we are showered with blessings, eternal blessings. We are magnificent manifestations of that one magnificent life force that created the atoms that collectively vibrate at different rates to create the illusion of the physical world that we called reality, that we call humanity. But in truth, we are spiritual beings. We're energy beings living in an energy-infested and infused world. We are connected, therefore we can send messages to others. And our message today is love. Our message today is peace. Our message today is being awakened to the reality that we are one force, and that the force is a powerful, powerful thing. I am so grateful for each and every one of you. I'm grateful for the essence of this universe. I am grateful for the realization that we have come to in this center and in centers around the world, that we are connected, that we are one life force, living individual, fulfilling lives, learning lives, but one nonetheless. I'm grateful for this. I put into the laws of the universe that everything is changing for the good. It may be slow, it may not happen right away, but it is so, and so it is.
Showers of blessing when we learn not to impede. Open upon us expressing God's full abundance indeed.
Thank you very much. And now, with a heart full of love, I welcome our captain to the stage. Not, she abandoned ship. Wait a minute, what's going on here? I think something's fishy. Okay, well, that's all of the puns and jokes I can come up with anyway. Anyway, there you go. Well, I could stand up here and sing Near My God to Thee or something, but if I did, I'd probably end the session and you guys would all go home. You know, probably never come back. So I'll spare you that. I'll leave the singing for Donna, you know.
Hey, when Angelica comes back, let's give her a standing ovation.
There you go. Yeah, standing ovation for the boss when she comes back.
Not yet, but you're on the right track. I want to remind our choir ensemble that immediately after service, we'll have a 20-minute rehearsal because our performance is next week. Oh. I know. They're doing a great job, too. So is everybody ready to stand?
All right, everybody, here she is.
Whoa, sorry. Wonder what I did.
What you did. When you gotta go, right? So good morning, everyone. It's good to see everybody's smiling faces. You know, last week, Reverend Lynn talked to us about gratitude as a spiritual practice. And one of the things that she said during that talk was that gratitude transforms the ordinary into the sacred. And so I wanted to talk to you a little bit more about that today. Gratitude transforms the ordinary into the sacred. That is such a neat phrase. You know, to me it means that gratitude isn't a reaction to something, it's a perception. A perception of the perfection that the divine is and has and is presenting through us and around us all the time. All the time. And so today we continue our journey walking into gratitude, and I thought of a really neat word. My talk is entitled The Alchemy of Appreciation. And I like the word alchemy. You know, for me, it conjures up a visual. I'm a very visual person. Somebody says something, I immediately get a mental picture, whether it's what they're talking about or not. But this idea of, you know, seeing some old Arabic men, let's say, you know, stirring a big cauldron or doing whatever, you know, and creating magic. And the word alchemy actually does come from ancient Arabic, and it's pronounced alchemia. Alchemia. And what it means is the sacred art of transformation. And this is what we're all about in this center, is constantly, consciously transforming our thoughts and our beliefs into ones that are on a higher level. Now this year, all year, we've been doing this spiritual journey. And each month I've tried to bring in things that will help us move into a higher consciousness and do it together. You know, the energy of doing it together is so powerful. So the other thing I realized is that when I hear the word alchemy, I remember that what the old alchemists were trying to do is turn substance into gold. Turn something into gold. So lead was the substance. I couldn't remember it for a minute. So they're trying to turn lead into gold. But spiritual alchemy is different. It's the practice of using gratitude to turn ordinary moments of our lives into something luminous, something holy. You know, since we've been working on this idea of gratitude this month, I've been paying attention to where I'm grateful, and in fact, allowing myself, I wonder what that meant. How many of me are there? Actually, there's quite a few different dimensions. But anyway, that's another talk. The idea that everything around us is something to be grateful for. Our bodies are something to be grateful for. Every cell and atom of our body is something to be grateful for. Our hearts are something to be grateful for. Everything has its own job, its own method of working this idea of alchemy, and it's doing it according to what we're thinking predominantly thinking and feeling. So if I'm walking through my life feeling grateful, the universe is going, hey, have some more to be grateful for, right? So I've been paying attention, like when I go out to my rose bushes, and they don't look very good right now. You know, I have to wait till spring for them to look really fantastic again. But I'm so grateful for them because each one of those bushes, and I have quite a few, ends up being a source of beauty. And I'm really grateful for beauty in my life. I'm even grateful for the little insects that I see crawling around on them or on my other plants because they're part of this whole process of life. So I'm allowing myself to think about being grateful for absolutely everything. I do not like washing the dishes. I love my dishwasher, and I'm really grateful for that, but there's always the pots and pans that need scrubbing, etc. And so the other night, instead of being, oh God, I gotta do the dishes, you know, kind of feeling, I got in there and I thought, wow, I'm really grateful there's pots and pans. You know, I mean, what would we do without them? You know, we'd figure out something, I'm sure, but I mean, you know, and silverware and, you know, all these things. And so this is something that I want all of us to play with, is turn the ordinary into the sacred and do it with gratitude. To me, you've heard me say this before, I think gratitude is one of the top spiritual tools we could possibly have. So here's a story that goes along with this. So I don't think it was last Wednesday, I think it was the Wednesday before. I can't remember which Wednesday. I do know it was Wednesday morning because I was here teaching class. And before class, Susan had come early as well, and so we're talking, and we're talking about the wind, that wind that was just racing through our yards. Now, she lives surrounded by pine trees. I live surrounded by pine trees, or redwood rather. We all, and so both of us have this feeling when the winds come of, oh, please, stay where you are. And I go out, she says to me, well, I pray to my trees, knowing that they will stand strong. And I said, well, I don't exactly pray to them, but I go out there and I say, I also tell them to stand strong and how much I appreciate them. And, there they are. Don't fall on my roof, please. So both of us realized that we were practicing appreciation in this because gratitude isn't only saying thank you, it's actually a relationship with life. It's a relationship with life. The funny thing was, though, I drove home, turned to park in my parking space in front of my house, and there's 2 gigantic branches laying there across where I parked my car. And so I got out of my car and I went, oh my God, thank you for waiting for me to leave. And what I got from that whole experience was that even fallen branches can be a roadway to, or part of the alchemy of appreciation, right? I mean, they could have dropped those before I left, and I would not have a car. I mean, I would have a car that was in the body shop. And I really love my little car. Anyway, what I realized, too, in this whole idea of appreciation is what we appreciate appreciates. Now, appreciates is a word where I have something valuable, and as it gets older and older, it appreciates, right? I wonder if that's about our bodies, too. Anyway, so what I realize is that gratitude basically expands everything that it touches. And in the Science of Mind teaching, appreciation is not passive, it's creative. It's creative. If you really want something to appear in your life, start being really grateful that you have it. And the universe will say, yes, my darling, and it'll show up. And it'll show up in some unusual way. That's what I've realized a lot, maybe because I keep saying it's going to show up better than I think it will. That's what happens. Dr. Holmes says, we should be thankful for every good thing we possess and give thanks for every good thing we desire. Be grateful for everything that we have already and everything that we desire. So when I was reading that statement, what I saw was that gratitude is faith in motion. It's saying, I see the blessing even before it arrives. That's the alchemy part of it, the magic. So when we look for good, we find more good. If we bless someone, the space between us softens. When we are grateful for anything, suddenly we find that thing, and what I find anyway, that thing that I'm grateful for, that person, there's the relationship I have with them elevates. It becomes more receptive. And so what I got out of that was that life, which is another word for the divine, right, It rises to meet a thankful heart. So here's the alchemy image for me. Every human life contains the lead, the heavy, difficult moments, right? Like when I broke my arm, that was one of those lead experiences. And it contains the gold, the wisdom, compassion, and the strength that we go into. So gratitude is the refining fire for our lives. It doesn't deny difficulty, it transforms it. I have learned so much about myself and about my body. I mean, I had no idea how a broken bone repairs itself. It's amazing. You know, I mean, there's just so much to learn and experience from everything. And I'm really grateful for it. So what this gratitude does is, or when we have a difficulty, like my arm, it became a process of what is life trying to reveal to me through this experience. Well, one of the things I got out of being my right hand and the hand that I write with and I do everything with, had to learn how to be ambidextrous, but I am a writer. And I do my Friday messages, and that got published into a book. And I do talks, and, you know, I write. But there's ever since I was a little girl, I mean, I remembered this sitting in the physical therapist's office one day. She's talking about her 2 little girls. And suddenly I had a flash of myself as a little girl that my older brother, gave me a typewriter. One of those old ones, you know, clunk, 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 clunk. And I started writing stories. And I thought, I've been a novelist since I was a kid. And I've had all these ideas about writing a book, a novel. You know, since I got into New Thought, of course, the novel's going to have elements of that in it. But where is it? Right? And I thought, okay, arm. I got it. I'm supposed to do more writing. So the gold is already within us. Gratitude simply helps us uncover it. So what I realized then is that appreciation is the magic that reveals the divine in everything. This is the mystical part of it. When we truly appreciate life, truly appreciate it, we begin to see through the appearance of whatever it is we might be experiencing into its essence, and we begin to see God everywhere, absolutely everywhere. And if you don't like the word God, you begin to see the divine energy everywhere. So I thought about this. Where have I seen it recently? Well, definitely I've seen it in the wind that goes through my redwoods. I've seen it in the unexpected kindness of a stranger. I've seen it in the quiet healing that happens even when we're not asking for it. And I've seen it in the timing of 2 big branches not hitting my car, waiting until I left. Emma Curtis Hopkins says, "There is good for me and I ought to have it." That used to be one of Helen Street, my teacher's favorite quotes from Emma Curtis Hopkins. There is good to me and I ought to have it. And what I realized, you know, part of me at one point thought, well, that's kind of a selfish phrase, you know, I ought to have it, right? But what I realize now is that gratitude trains us, our eyes, our mind, our ears, everything, to see that good and to see it as already present. That's the alchemy of it. So appreciation is the magic that reveals the divine in absolutely everything. So here's your homework for this week. This week, I want you to become an alchemist of the heart. And I want you to notice one ordinary thing every day and see its holiness, see its sacredness. I want you to speak gratitude before you see the results. Be grateful before you see the results. And appreciate someone out loud and notice how the energy between you changes. I told you before that story of the little girl at Murphy's, I think it was, that was admiring the stuffed animal, and I saw it, and I saw her touching it, and so then, of course, I had to touch it to see what it felt like. But I realized when I picked it up, the universe said, buy it for her. And I did. And so now I go in that store, and these people, oh, you're the woman that is so kind. I have heard I'm so kind so many times this week while I've been working on this talk. It's like, I think I better start believing it. So maybe as you do these things, notice one ordinary thing a day, speak gratitude before you see the results, and appreciate someone out loud. Maybe you might want to keep a little alchemy journal. So every evening, write down one ordinary moment and name the holiness in it. And write down how you appreciated someone and what the effect of that was. What I know is that as you become more aware of this truth, you realize that this truth is so simple and so profound. And in fact, as you become more aware of it, things start to glimmer. I'm not exactly sure what that means, except that I've noticed a different light around things and around people as I've been consciously practicing being grateful. So allow yourself to see the glimmers, because I know that every moment of appreciation creates gold, and gratitude always reveals the light within you, the other person, or the thing. That's what we are, beings of light. We don't actually believe it, or we'd be a lot further along in consciousness than we are. Not you, of course. I'm talking about the people outside. Particularly 2,000 miles, to the left, or whatever that is. We're on the East Coast, so West Coast, so to the east, yeah, whatever. You know what I mean. I don't know what it is. I drove it, though, to get here. It was really beautiful, actually, seeing the United States, going across it. Anyway, let's take this into treatment. So this is what I know. All there is divine energy. An energy that if we allow ourselves, we can feel it because it's palpable. An energy that if we allow ourselves, we can see it because it's light. So I know for each one of us that as we move through this week, as we continue this walk with gratitude, we allow ourselves to feel the alchemy of appreciation. We feel it first in our own beings, and then we feel it expanding and touching others. And the more we feel it, the more we see it, the more we experience it. So I know that each one of us has a grateful heart. And whatever might be happening, whatever might be that lead that we want to turn into gold, now we're able to see through that into its blessing. And so I celebrate all of us. I celebrate all of us, and I'm so grateful for all of us. I'm so grateful for our community, our spiritual community. I'm so grateful for this beautiful place that we live in. I'm so grateful for the music that happens on Sunday mornings. I'm so grateful for absolutely everyone and everything. And I know that all of us are moving into this space where we're grateful more than we're not. and I'm grateful for that. So I release these words into divine mind, knowing that they are already so, and so it is. And Donna is giving us our special music this morning, so thank you, Donna.
And I'm grateful for that sitting ovation before I even start. Growing up, you might have had elder in your family or a auntie or somebody that said, expressing gratitude in a different way. They said, well, did you count your blessings? Yeah. So if you have ever heard that phrase, this is for you. It's a derangement of a Ray Charles. We count our blessings every day for our good to see. Oh yeah. Well, we count our blessings every day for our good to see. Oh yeah. Starting early in the morning, yeah, in the midday, even late in the evening, you find a way. We count our blessings a little more each day for your good to see. Oh yeah. Well, some days are dark, some days are bright, seem a little bit hazy, but it'll be alright. Maybe right now, count your blessings and you'll see. Oh yeah. Maybe start right now with me. I can start right now with you. When I count my blessings, they come back to me. You will see. Oh yeah, Jackson. Bit of honky tonk. All right. What I give to life, life gives to me. So count your blessings every day you see. Recognize the good as it comes your way. Count your blessings, I say, every single day. Just count your blessings every day for good to see. Oh yeah. Well, we count our blessings every day for good to see. Oh yeah. Count them early in the morning, in the middle of the day, even late in the evening, you'll find a way. We count our blessings a little more each day. Good to see, yeah. Whoa, yeah. Start early in the morning, middle of the day, early in the evening, you find your way. We count our blessings a little more each day for good to see. Oh, yeah. Thank you.
Well, I can speak only for me, but I think I'm speaking for many. That was exactly what I needed. Thank you. We do our roundup, all the practitioners get together and we all do our intention for the day, and my intention was to get some energy, and you gave it to me. You all did, so thank you very much, I feel I feel better, and that's all that really mattered, I guess. Okay, now let's help a lot of other people feel better too. The plates are going to be passed around. Please put in the plate whatever you can, and always, always, always put love and good intention. And the band, we got to read this here. We first say, I gratefully give from the fullness of my abundance, knowing my gift blesses this center, all in it and beyond, and so it is.
We're going to take our time to allow for adequate offertory plate distribution. So if you get passed by, you'll come back around and make sure you're okay. Ready?
I am grateful, period. That's what we are. We are grateful for the fact that we can afford to give these gifts to ourselves and to the community. We are grateful for all of the good that they are doing and will continue to do. We are grateful for the friends that we have here. We are grateful for the people we have met here. We are grateful for everything we see as we go forward, and we are grateful again for these gifts. I release these words into the law of mind, knowing that I am grateful for the law of mind, and say, and so it is. Thank you. Okay, what time is it here? We've got time for, what do you call it? A demonstration or two, if anybody would like to. Edward, you have a demonstration? Okay, and then Anna. So we'll do Edward and then Anna. I was referring to him as Captain Peace.
Yeah, actually, a lot of incredible things have been happening in my life, but this one takes the cake, I think, for me. I guess it's no secret that I like men's fashion. Some years back, I bought several coats. They were matching coats, different colors, one black, one gray, one rust color, brown. And I left my gray one here at the center, accidentally. And I didn't realize it till I got home. I came back and it was nowhere to be found. So this was like a couple of days later. I assumed that maybe some of the other occupants of the building may have seen it, needed it. So I looked for it. Well, I looked for it, and it meant a lot to me, so because it was one of a kind, and they had discontinued the line. So what I did is, after a little while, I just kind of gave up. Some years later, in fact, this year, recently, one of my brothers in the men's support group came up to me and he says, "Hey, somebody handed me this." He says, it doesn't fit me, but when I looked at it, I thought of you. So it's probably your coat. And so after all of these years, it was returned to me. Yeah. And that was a lot of treatment.
Anna.
Edward had been on the coat rack for 2 years. That's why I gave it away. I am so grateful. I just feel so supported. I've had so many. I'm a lifestyler, which means I'm not driven to acquisitions of things. And when it gets a little thin, I get kind of worried. And just so many things have happened to show that the universe wants us all to be here, and we are all supported. And we have what we need because we belong here. And I just want to thank everybody for being here. And I got a new car, thanks to my mechanic looking out for me and the opportunity that came by. I sold my car to somebody that is going to care for it the way it needs to be cared for. My little cat's not feeling well. I've had some wonderful support for him. And I just, things have just fallen together. And thank you very much. Really appreciate it.
Okay, we need somebody. Oh, Judy, please come forward.
She walks, she talks like an angel. Thank you. Bionic, yeah.
I wanted to take a few moments to recognize the God Squad. As some of you know, I recently had a knee replacement surgery, and Lori and Vicki spearheaded people bringing me food, bringing me places for my appointments, and I was just totally engulfed in love. And I just thank each and every one of you. And there are dishes to return to some of you that are out in the community room. So I just thank God with a full heart for this community and the love and support they give me. Thank you.
With that in mind, we as a community have a statement of inclusion, and we'd like to get somebody to read it. Who would like to step forward and read it? And then Donna will lead us in the peace song. I saw a hand go by. Carrie.
Did you get some?
Yeah, Carrie raised her hand.
Oh, then she better get over here.
Okay. Brian is our new co-host, incidentally. It's written here. It's also on the screen.
Thank you.
Okay, and after this, you become an automatic minister.
Okay. I've been wanting to do this for a while, so. We, the Eureka Center for Spiritual Living, are a community that celebrates diversity, fosters inclusion, champions inner work, and creates space for brave, vulnerable conversations. We are a community that honors the unique emanation of God that each person embodies, and it advocates with people for human rights and dignity for all. We are a community that blesses each other, sees sacredness in all life, remains learners and listeners so that we may grow together, and understands that oneness is not sameness. We know our beloved community is revealed more fully when we love each other well. Thank you.
If you please stand it. Yay. Make a circle around the perimeter of the room. And I also want to thank the center band today for pumping it up with Mr. Ray Charles this morning. I appreciate them very much. And our sound person, Anna. Thank you, Anna.
She's very sound.
She's quite sound day to day, yeah. Here we go.